But you were about, you had that, but you still spoke about yourself, and you spoke about, you said like, the first line was something about Michelle. I forgot the first line, but you
Finally breaking up with Michelle.
yeah, like, I said like coming out my show after breaking up with Michelle, and I was like, raw, like to start off an EP so honestly and like so literally like telling everybody, yeah, I'm coming out my show and I'm telling you my truth, and then you kept that energy throughout. Like I don't think it ever dropped with your honesty. And again with the whole line and butterfly and the identity crisis. So what is this identity crisis? Is it identity crisis in masculinity? Is it about yourself? Is it like, because you even speak about the fact that as a man, maybe like we haven't been taught to express ourselves correctly, or we even in relationships, we're not that great because we don't know when to say what to say. And I think for yourself as an artist, we feel a lot and then we don't know what to do with those feelings, right? So was that the identity crisis that you actually speaking about?
Um, what I was gonna say, I'll save it for when we get to butterfly effect. So, um, yeah, pretty much standard. I felt like there was a point in life where I was just going through it, and the worst part is, I feel like when you're feeling something, to not be able to acknowledge what it is or sort of distinguish what you're feeling is the worst. Like you can imagine your body's in pain, but you don't know, you can't even, like, where is the pain? Like, I'm sure that's a feeling that's not really known to people because if your legs hurt, you know your legs hurt. If it's your elbow, you know it's your elbow. But imagine you're feeling a pain and you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know what's caused it. So it's like, I was just going through so much. It was a turbulent relationship. For all the ups, I feel like the lows were very damning. Sorry. Obviously, relationship issues on top of, when I say relationship, outside romantic, so, relationship with like friends that I felt like I'd held on for too long, family relationships and questioning a lot of things going on with my parents. I was in university, which anyone who's a university student knows that alone is like, so financial things as well. And like, I think, you're probably going to think you're a spoiled brat, but I didn't have a job until I was 20. I got my first job at 20. So like before that, I didn't really have financial independence. And I think that alone teaches you a lot. And it was weird for me because I grew up being told as well, that I was always so like advanced for my age and stuff. And like, I never really understood it, but at the same time, I always used to look around and think like, if I'm real, I do look around and think I'm better than you guys. Like just in a sense where I felt like, why are you guys so immature? Or like, why didn't you guys understand this yet? And I'm still not particularly sure how I got to that. Maybe I was just raised in a particular way that, it just treated me like I was older than I was from younger or something. I don't know. But it got to a point where I didn't feel like that anymore. And it started to feel the opposite. It felt like I was getting to an age where everyone my age, even people younger, they had that, like my friends were flying out. They were doing things. They were like staying out like a lot. Like obviously you had to stay out late, but they were staying out like late or going up and down the country and having these different experiences. And I felt like I went from feeling like I'm so far advanced in terms of just thinking and the way I process complex to now feeling like I'm the baby amongst everyone. Like, what is this kind of thing? And that conflicting with everything else, it just felt like, who even am I? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? Who have I come from, let alone how am I getting to the next stage? And it was a very uncomfortable kind of middle. And I found myself being very seclusive, reclusive. And yeah, I would say all of these things sort of put me in a cocoon, which I've never actually mentioned before, which is a perfect platform to mention, but the actual, the original symbolism of the cocoon was depression. So me breaking out of my shell was me sort of saying, I can finally admit that I'm not depressed anymore, because I feel like